welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Los Angeles Angels. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So just about set now. And on the hill, Tyler Anderson. What do we need to know here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Now he launches a throw over his head, and it's going to wind up out of play.
Well, I hope that's not a sign of things to come in this one for either side. We want to see a good, clean game in this one. An error on the first play of the game kind of makes you wonder, but it's a great chance for this visiting lineup to strike first.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. That one just misses the outside corner, and it's 2-2.
Count's full.
This one in the dirt. Tag safe. He's into third on the wild pitch. Kwan, the lone runner, stands at third with nobody out. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. Stretches out and hauls it in. Runner tags from third. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
So many times that one gets out of here and into the seats, but he'll take the sac fly RBI. Good job to get that run in from third.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. That one not close. And the count is 3-1. Anderson, not a big strikeout guy, but still very effective as far as starting pitchers go. One of those guys that involves the defense and really gets him involved in the action.
He moves the ball around all the quadrants of the strike zone and will add and subtract velocity. And because of that, he gets the weak contact. It's all about missing the barrel of the bat.
And a swing and a miss. It seems like this type of guy is kind of a dying breed nowadays.
Well, exactly. When teams are looking for high velocity, high strikeout rates, a guy like this doesn't necessarily do that. So in order to really appreciate how good he is, you have to see him, because if you're just looking at a stat sheet, you might overlook him.
Got him looking. 2 away. Now it's the rookie first baseman, Kyle Manzardo. 2 outs. There's a swing and a miss.
1-2.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. No hits, but an error to walk lead to a run. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Guardians 1 and the Angels nothing. Back here with my pal Siggy and today's starter, Luis Ortiz.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do, to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Wouldn't chase that time. Out to short, Roquillo. Gathers and throws to first. 1 up, 1 down. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. The challenge for him today, Singy, elevating the baseball against this sinker baller that's on the mound.
Yeah, that's the challenge, but it also might affect the way they approach base running in this one, Boog. You get a runner on first, you anticipate trajectory down, and when the ball's in the dirt with a good secondary lead, you break for second. So whether it's a stolen base or not, you stay out of the double play, get that runner in a scoring position, and that can help you put more runs on the board.
BID, ball in dirt.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
And now batting, Mike Trout. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. This one in the air right field, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. Second inning coming up from Anaheim. It's the Guardians 1 and the Angels nothing. Back here at Angel Stadium, top of the second. Here's the rookie right fielder, John Kenzie Noel. And a swing and a miss there.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And there's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Stepping up for the Guardians, Gabriel Arias. Anderson ready to work. And there's a foul ball. Nobody out. Runner at first. That one missing inside.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Two on the way. And that's a little bit high.
Tough take right there. He swings at that more often than not.
Got him swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Austin Hedges stands in. Falling behind 2-1.
2-1.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
At the belt and fires. Fights it off. You'll see another. And the pitch. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Here's Brian Riccio. That one ripped. And it stays fair. Noel rounds second on his way to third. Coming home. The relay throw. The tag, and he's safe.
Well done. Drives in the run. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. In the air, left field. And that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back in Anaheim, Jorge Soler up at the plate.
The right fielder, Jorge Soler.
And another ball.
2-1.
Just missed. Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson, a consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone, but once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay.
Oh, now this is blasted way back there, on its way, gone. A massive home run, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
Pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And now the catcher comes up to hit, Logan O'Hoppe. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That's way outside. 2-2. The Guardians up by a run, bottom half of inning number 2. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And a pitch. That's out to center field. Thomas drifts towards it. Makes the grab, one down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And now Nolan Shanuel. That's down and in. A slider missed. Swing and a ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Kyron Paris, the next to hit for the Angels. The 1-1. And that one fouled off. Just off the inside corner. Now 2-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Righty delivers. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's Joe Adell. Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball. Shanuel off of first with 2 away. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Two outs. Swing and a miss, and that is that. But the Angels draw a bit closer thanks to this solo homer. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back on to the third inning. So in now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. And now the lefty. That's to third. Rengifo fires across the diamond and one away in the top of the third.
Now back, designated hitter, Carlos.
Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, Carlos Santana. (3-1) and he couldn't come up with it.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Here's Lane Thomas. And another ball. Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. This with a changeup. 3-1. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. So first and second with one gone. And up next for Cleveland, Kyle Mansardo. One out. Runners at first and second. Hard ground ball, base knock. Adele quickly gets it back in. They hold him at third base, and now the bases are loaded.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. Now the bases loaded, big opportunity for them to break this game open.
So bases loaded with one away. Jhonkensy Noel now at the plate. Big swing and a miss.
1-2 to count.
Bases loaded, one away. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity at spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one clips the corner. Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Misses off the plate. 3-2 now.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
And that one is lifted in the air, and that's the third out. 3 left for the Guardians as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Tim Anderson. The wide to kick the pitch. Outside corner, there's a strike. Line drive, caught.
Quick reactions down there at first, and those can be tougher than they look sometimes. There could be all kinds of weird spin or knuckling action on the baseball.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup, and the batter now, Taylor Ward. One out, base is empty. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. And it gets by him. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Digging in, Luis Rengifo. coming home. He scores to tie it up. It's 2-2.
Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up. Went the other way for the knock.
Here's Mike Trout.
Trout is one of the best players of his generation. He's a fan favorite because he brings a rare combination of speed, power, and all-around talent to the team. He's exactly the type of player you want to build around.
Drifts towards it. Feeling for the dugout, and it's caught.
Got the pitch that he wanted. Just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open. Backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
And next for L.A., Jorge Soler. Two outs. And that misses off the outside edge. The 2-1. Good eye right there.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the last half of the third. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swing and a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. And he deals. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
The catcher, number 14.
And next for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two on, 2 outs. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And that will end the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. You're dialed into the show. Back in Anaheim, Austin Hedges now.
The catcher, Austin Hedges.
Next pitch is outside.
You know, these Guardians showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Ground ball right side. Shanuel takes it himself. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. Ryan Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. Bounce to third. Knocks it down. He doesn't have a throw, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first.
Next to Cleveland, the left fielder.
Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. 2-1 now. Runner takes off. That one fouled off. 2-2. And a pitch. In the air to left center. That gets down for a hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Back-to-back singles. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well. Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Soler pulls it in on the run, and he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians. Roquillo, the runner at third. Quan at first. 2 out of the inning. The pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swung on, belted. That's back. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double. And a run comes in to score.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. It sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
And the batter now, Lane Thomas.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. Guardians 3 and the Angels 2. Back here at Angel Stadium, bottom of the 4th. So in now for the Angels, Nolan Schanuel. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 2-2. Movement in the bullpen. Tristan McKenzie getting loose out there. Left-hand batter waits. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
Second baseman,
And next for LA, Kyren Paris. And that's outside. The count now 2-2.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
The wind and the pitch. Out to short, Roquillo. He's in there.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Pitch misses outside, and it's 2-1. The Guardians leading by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Ortiz picks over, throw, and it gets away. Breaking ball inside. 3 balls and a strike.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
And the righty deals. Fastball for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
3-2. Got him. And now 2 gone.
up next for the Angels,
Tim Anderson, the next to hit for the Angels.
Anderson.
The shortstop takes the ball. Move to first. Harris dives back in safely. The pitch. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Number 57.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen.
57.
I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Kyle Mansardo digs in now.
The first baseman, number 9, Kyle Manzardo.
Right-handed reliever. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2. Action in the Angels bullpen. Ian Anderson, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Detmers warming up as well. Left-hand hitter waits. Oh, he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2. And that just misses.
Count's full.
Back up the middle and a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
And now the right fielder, John Kenzie. No, there goes the runner. Fought off foul. And now 2-2. Runner at first with no outs here. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And another ball.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And a pitch. Ripped on a line. Squeezes in. Stepping up for the Guardians, Gabriel Arias. Pickoff move to first. Mansardo back in on a dive. The 1-1.
That's the ball.
Well, that two-seam fastball is a great pitch from a right-hander to a right-handed batter. Just really teases the inside part of the plate, runs in on the hands.
Wouldn't chase that time. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Mansardo at first, one gone. In the air, right side, and that'll fall for a base hit. Lead runner around second, and they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Now batting, the catcher.
One down. Austin Hedges digs in for the Guardians. 2 on, 1 out. Fouled off left side. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
So 2 down now, and here is Ryan Rocchio. And it is 2-1. Right-hander kicks, deals.
3-1.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
The 3-1, and that'll load the bases.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, boo.
Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. Kicks and deals. That one misses. And now 3-1.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
2 outs. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge opportunity missed there. Home half of the 5th coming up. Guardians 3 and the Angels 2. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Tristan McKenzie.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of them right here to get some critical outs.
Tim Anderson, the next to hit for the Angels.
Anderson.
In the air, left field, settles underneath it, and there's one away.
The left fielder, number 3,
Taylor Ward, the next to hit. Ground ball up the middle. Rocchio throws to first in time.
Third baseman, number 2,
Luis Rengifo, the next to hit for the Angels. The MO for him is contact. The guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great 2-hole hitter or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 3-2. Right side. Arias. To first. That's the third out. Inning over. Angels go quietly there. They trail it 3-2. Top 6, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez.
Ramirez signed a 5-year extension on opening day in 2022. What a great day that was. And Cleveland is still the only team Ramirez has ever played for in the major.
And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Now it's the Guardians DH, Carlos Santana. Strike 2. Man at second. Got him swinging.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. It kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Next to hit, Lane Thomas. Corrals it, and there's 2 down.
The first baseman, number 9, Kyle Manzardo.
So up next, Kyle Manzardo. The 1-1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-2.
Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Just missed.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And a base hit right there. The throw in, but it's offline.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
So in now for Ian Anderson comes on now. And he has some nasty breaking stuff.
Number 35, Ian Anderson.
The pitch. That one is absolutely belted. Ward going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 4-2. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's Trout. And a 1-1. Action in the pen down there. Joey Cantillo up and loosening in the pen. Gaddis also getting ready. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
Two now. Bounced up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jorge Soler.
2-1.
And misses inside. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
1 down, base is empty. And it's filled up. Here's a high chopper. Rocchio tosses to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Up next for the Angels.
Logan O'Hoppe getting ready to hit. Ball to strike. Just missed.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
And it's through for a hit. And that extends the inning.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Man at first. Now a chance for Nolan Shotwell. That one a little bit high, and it's 2-1. O'Hoppe, the runner at first with 2 gone. And another ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swing and a miss. Now 3-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That ends the frame. Angels strand 1. Still down by a count of 4-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th. Stepping in, Gabriel Arias. That misses. Ball 3. Activity in the bullpen. Hayden Dana preparing to come on if needed. Burke, a left-hander, also throwing. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Now batting, catcher.
Singy, that was a laser shot. And a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
And here is Austin Hedges. Way out front for strike 2. Strikes. So Hedges is gone.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Ryan Rocchio now at the plate. Here's a 1-1. That one fouled off. Next pitch is downstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Here's the 2-2. Caught and missed, struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Next pitch misses way outside. Just missed.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Jose Ramirez to bat next. That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Arias around second, headed for third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and they lead by 3.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And in scoring position, he gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone.
Clearly didn't want to mess with him right there, so I think it makes sense to play the numbers game in this spot.
So 2 on with 2 away. Carlos Santana digs in now. Two on, 2 outs. Late with the swing there.
1 and 2, the count.
And that's a base hit around third. He'll score. It's 6-2.
Everything came together for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Reed Detmers. Lane Thomas digs in for the Guardians. That one to first, into the outfield, base hit. They're waving Ramirez home. Safe.
He made it safe.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now here is bounced out to short Anderson. They get the force. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Kyron Paris. Paul Sewald gets the ball now.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1 and 2. Sewald, he's made a name for himself as a very effective reliever, but not really what you expect from a bullpen arm these days because he's not out there racking up Ks. One, 2 now. Just misses with that one.
I think it's the deception and his ability to change arm angles and slots and give hitters different looks within one at bat. They're never able to get comfortable. When you only see him once, a lot of times he has success.
On the ground, right side. He gets there with the slide. And that's a great play for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
And next for the Angels, Joe Adell. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And that's strike two. Got to be clever, too, when you don't have that lights-out stuff, right?
Absolutely. You got to know what you're able to do. Instead of focusing on what that hitter's strength is, stay with your strength and trust that you'll come out on top.
The pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Hauls it in, and there's two away.
Now batting, shortstop, Tim.
Two outs, base is empty. Tim Anderson will hit next. Two outs, base is empty. This to center field. Thomas has a beat on it and makes the grab. And that is the third out of the inning. We're at the top of the eighth. Stepping up for the Guardians, John Kenzie Noel.
John Kenzie Noel.
Kicks and fires. Good eye in that spot. And that's ball four.
Base, ball four.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
So a man aboard. And now Gabriel Arias at the belt and fires. On the ground, right side, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here's the catcher, Austin Hedges. The 1-1 is fouled off. And the pitch. And another ball.
Outside.
That one ripped left field. This looks like extra bases. One run is in around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
So digging in, Ryan Rocchio. And a good eye there. And a pitch. That one drilled left field. And that should be extra bases. Coming home. He will score. And it's now 10-2. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Man, Siggy, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly.
Caden Dana gets the call from the pen.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Now a fly ball to right center. Adele makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with one out.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
So up next, Jose Ramirez.
I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone here. Pitcher's looking for a strikeout or a ground ball, hoping to keep that runner at third.
And the right-hander deals.
Yeah.
Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting
Ball
off
count.
speed there.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Now batting,
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
So now here's the DH, Carlos Santana. Two outs. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Jump throw. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Last half of the 8th coming up. Guardians 10 and the Angels 2. Back in Anaheim, on to the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Taylor Ward. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. And here it comes. Swings and misses, struck him out. Luis Rengifo, the next to hit for the Angels. The Guardians up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one finds the zone. That's strike 2. One down, base is empty.
That's
And that's
inside.
off
That's the ball.
the inside edge. And the count is even, 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there are 2 down.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
And he deals. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Angels held in check. And the deficit stays at 8. It's 10-2.
And all my haters, y'all can you softly, cause you're like the gas tank over Mr. Softies in the winter. They ain't feeling you. See, every time you see me, I got something new.
Back here at Angel Stadium, here's the center fielder, Lane Thomas.
Lane Thomas.
Swings through that one, out in front that time.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Adele going after it. Makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
Up next for Cleveland, the first baseman,
And up next for Cleveland, Kyle Manzardo. The 1-1. And another ball. The Guardians up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. That one's in there. That is strike 2.
2-2.
Righty to the plate. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Punch out there. 2 down.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
2 down, nobody on. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Next offering is in for a strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So they make short work of him there. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. Guardians 10 and the Angels 2. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Now it's the right fielder, Jorge Soler. And the righty deals. Swings and misses. Now 1-2.
1-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
He's 2 outs away. And here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. One down, base is empty. Wouldn't chase that time. And a foul ball. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Ball to strike. The pitch. And a foul ball. The pitch. Got him looking for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
So it's their last chance in this one. So in now for the Angels, Kyren Paris. The 1-1. Fastball for a strike. Sewell is just 1 strike away. Missed with a changeup. Ball 2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that'll do it.
Well, I'm not sure if he expected to get 9 outs in this one, but he had the gas in the tank to get it done. Kind of a throwback save for this guy today, but helps the team get the win. As you can see, they're pretty happy about it, and they're celebrating his performance in this one.
10-2 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
Ferrari, no le gustan los Lamborghini. Mucha pasta, carbone, fettuccini, los escorpios son peligro, lo digo.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. First, for the victorious Cleveland Guardians, 10 runs, 17 hits. No errors, they left 14 runners on base. For the Angels, 2 runs, 7 hits. 1 error, they left 6 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 31 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.